Get your best price.
Chat, guys, I'm doing mini solo check. I need to know.
We'll beat their price, the same quality, and we will save you money. I needed a job desperately, and I found something I was good at, which is furniture. And my father always told me, find a job you love to do, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. So here I am, 42 years later. I still love what I do. Gallery Furniture saves you money. Hi, I'm Jim McAvell with Gallery Furniture. World-renowned huckster and promoter. You know, I played football in college at the University of Texas and at North Texas, and always made little bets and played poker in high school and college, and then morphed into other betting. And then I came up with an idea one time when the Houston Texans were playing the Dallas Cowboys, first time ever they played. The Texans weren't a very good team. Cowboys were a good team. So I said, why don't we do a promotion? If the Texans win, customers buy furniture and they get their money back if the Texans do win. And the Texans really had no chance.
Well,
so
that's
we
the
did
disaster.
The promotion, sold about $2 million worth of furniture in 3 days, which was best 3 days we'd ever had. And the Texans, of course, were ahead 14-0 at halftime, and it was exciting. The Cowboys ended up winning, so that was the first one I ever did. And I said customers like this relevance of maybe getting their furniture back if the team wins, if the outcome is their way. So been doing it ever since. And you come out here and buy a mattress, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns, $3,000 or better, have it delivered the same day. It's important the customers get the furniture in their home. Have it delivered the same day. If the Astros win the World Series, you get your money back. I bet so far $10 million at various sports books. One place I got 12-1, one place I got 10-1, other places 5-1. Blended average is 7.5-1. So if the Astros win the World Series, and we get back $75 million plus the $10 million investment, and the $75 million will pay back the customers, and we'll have some delighted customers with some remarkable stories to tell. I have a lot of anxiety. Like the other day when the Astros were way behind. You know, it is what it is. You play the game, and sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose, but you know, we're in it to win it.
These guys are complete DJ.
We're in it to win all this money back for these customers, because once they win the money back, you've created a lifetime customer and so much positive word-of-mouth advertising. You know, they say that a picture's worth 1,000 words, but an experience worth 1,000 pictures. Well, when they experience getting that money back, it's big-time advertising. When I first started many years ago with these hedge promotions, I do all the hedge promotions. Used to do them with insurance companies. Now I do them with legal sports betting, because there's 30 states you can do it in. For first, it was just a guess. Now I'm kind of keyed in after doing it so many times. Intuitively, I know about how much we're going to be there, so I try to even it up. This year, if the Astros go on, then we're well covered this year. And the best thing that happened is we go over the coverage, because that would mean the sales were tremendous. 2014, we had a game where the Seattle Seahawks were playing the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl in New York. Two of these guys that worked here were huge Denver Broncos fans. They love Peyton Manning. They said there was no way they could lose. So we did a promotion that if Seattle wins your Super Bowl, you get your money back. And so we had Denver thinking they were locked cinch to win. And that was crazy, like 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. That Saturday night, this entire place was empty of furniture. At 6 o'clock that night, everything was gone.
Jesus,
and we had,
this guy.
Like 500 deliveries to do between Saturday night and time the game started Sunday at 5 o'clock, which is an overwhelming number of deliveries. So we closed the store first time ever from 6 o'clock that Saturday night all the way through Monday. We had no furniture to sell. And so I was so nervous. We had $9 million liability. I thought we were going to have about $1 million liability. We had $9 million. And so I hadn't hedged it at all. So I was on the treadmill for about 3 hours. And when none of the warehouse guys were coming by and high-fiving me, I knew I was in trouble. Then the phone rang. My wife was on the phone. I said, who won? She said, Seattle won, dummy. We're out $9 million. So that was a big setback. But, you know, to me, a setback's just a setup for a comeback. You know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you get rained out, and you put your big boy and big girl britches on and go to the next one.
Go to the next one, then.
One thing I really love about sports, we live in a very divided country, whether it's Democrat, Republican, you know, it's very divisive on many different issues. But when I go down to that Minute Maid Park, there's all races, all colors, all creeds, all ages, and everybody's wearing that orange and blue, and some of them wear Seattle colors, which is fine. But we're all united on one thing, and that's the Houston Astros. So the thing I like best about the Astros, it brings the entire community together, and it's good for us to feel as a group. You know, it's an incredible experience. Everybody's wearing the same clothes, everybody's cheering the same time, chanting the same thing. It's a group commonality experience, which we don't have enough in this country anymore.
Interesting, yeah. That's interesting. Okay,